RB67. I just got this and the shutter was cocked already. I couldn't move the shutter cocking mechanism and I couldn't fire the shutter release. I'm going to show you real quick 3 things that could be preventing it. First is this shutter locking mechanism, shutter release lock. The second is you have to have the dark slide out. And the third is this little guy right here. You have to push that forward so you see the red dot. That's multiple exposure mode. You have to have that on if you don't have film in the rotating back in order to release the shutter without film. Okay, if that doesn't work, if none of those things work, the best thing to do would be to take it completely apart. So just take everything. Go ahead. Okay, let's see, it's cocked. You can't fire. Take everything off. So I'm going to take off this guy right here, the back. Let's see, gotta have the dark slide in and take off the back. You have these 2 releases. I accidentally let the back come off a little bit, so I gotta push this button right here. These buttons right here will take care of that. Now I can push that all the way off. This just comes off like that. The rotating back itself actually comes off with this. Nice little whoop, whoop, whoop. This guy pulling on this little guy right here. Okay. The prism, if you have one, you have to push this button and then slide the logo back over here. Otherwise, you just slide. If you don't have a button on your waist level finder, you just slide it over. And the lens, you just rotate this big ring right here. And that's off. Like so. Okay. Oh, and then the glass isn't going to affect the shutter, but glass just comes right out. Okay, now this is just the camera right here, right? So you should be able to just fire it away. If the lock is on, you can't fire it. So make sure that's off. And bam. Now if this doesn't fire by itself, then that's where the problem is, right? So now just start adding things and testing it, right? The prism shouldn't affect, the prism or the viewfinder, whichever you have, isn't going to affect the shutter at all. Next thing, we'll put on the lens. Let's see. I'm going to cock this first. Before I put on the lens is cocked itself already. And it should be able to fire. Voila. Okay. Now if I put the rotating back on, I have this upside down here. Okay, so I put the rotating back on. Just the same. Oh. Okay, if I put the rotating back on right here. And I fire the lens, it won't fire because I have the dark slide in. Still won't fire. So I change the mode here on the back and it fires. I hope this helps, guys. Took me a little while to figure it out.